Hey boys and girls, thank you so much to Joseph and Marinos and to Gabriella and Nathan for doing so well with their Memory Verse Challenge this week. Boys and girls, I have another challenge this morning. Well, it's a bit of a challenge. There's obviously there's a super duper prize here. You can see it beside me. I'll just set this down here. You can see that I have lots and lots of Easter eggs here. Who likes Easter eggs? Definitely me. I'll show you what we've got. We've got boxes and boxes of chocolate buttons and Freddo Faces Easter eggs, and they are taller than me. Who would like the prize of your height in Easter eggs? What if it was possible to win your height in Easter eggs? Obviously, I could win my height because we've got plenty of them here. What if I told you the way to win these Easter eggs was to keep all of these rules? I have some rules here, and you had to keep all of these rules all of the time to get the Easter eggs. Who thinks they could do it? Well, let's have a wee listen and see what the rules say. Rule number 1 says, always sing instead of talking. Who could keep that rule? Always sing instead of talking. Wonder can I sing the rest of these rules? I'm not even going to try. Always walk backwards. That's rule number 2. Always walk backwards. Rule number 3, only eat yellow food. That would be sweet corn, wouldn't it? And pineapples. Are potatoes maybe yellow? Maybe not. If you put butter on them, they might be. So you can maybe just potatoes, pineapples and sweet corn forever. Never think of pizza is rule number 4. Rule number 5, dance if it's something o'clock. So every time it's like 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, you have to celebrate with a dance. Who could keep that rule? Rule number 6, I love this rule. Rule number 6 says, say top of the morning to you to everybody you meet. That's a good rule. Rule number 7, tidy your room every day. Rule number 8, say bye for hi and hi for bye. That might get a bit confusing, mightn't it? Rule number 9, cluck like a chicken when you get up in the morning. Cluck like a chicken when you get up in the morning. Rule number 10 is a wee bit similar. Rule number 10 is howl like a wolf before you go to bed every night. So look, we have these rules here, and to win the prize of the Easter eggs, you have to keep these rules all of the time. Just 10 rules, but some of them I think would be impossible to keep all of the time. Imagine if you always had to walk backwards. Would that be easy to do? It wouldn't be. What if you always had to eat yellow food and you couldn't eat anything else? Yep. And what if you had to sing instead of talking? I think it would be impossible to keep these rules all of the time. Now, what if I told you, because we can't win the Easter egg because these rules are impossible to keep. But what if it was possible to have an Easter egg without having to keep all of the rules? Who thinks that would be a good idea? Yeah, so that might be better because we can't keep the rules, but we really want an Easter egg, don't we? We really want our whole height in Easter eggs. So what if the way to get an Easter egg was just as simple as doing this? To say that you cannot keep the rules, but that you really want the gift. What if it wasn't a prize and it was a gift instead? Just by saying, I can't keep the rules, but please and thank you, I really would like the gift. You see, we're thinking today about a big question that's to do with why we have the law, because we learned that since the fall, nobody can keep all of God's rules. Because Adam and Eve disobeyed, we're all born with sin in our lives. We're sinful people and we cannot keep God's rules. And God's rules are way better than all of the rules that I just made up. We can't keep them, so why do we have them? Well, that's a big question, bigger truth that we're going to be thinking about today. So join me in a wee second back with the big chair with our big board and we'll find out some more. Let me just grab these buttons one wee sec and we'll chat some more in a wee minute, okay?